Coach, a tighter first half, and then y'all come out on fire in the second half, led by a game changer in Story and Peyton and Sam and your attacking mids. Just take us through the mindset of maybe that first 20-minute sequence to start the second half when y'all just were buzzing and ripping shots.
Yeah, well, I think the first thing is how good Baylor is and how well they played for the first 25 minutes. They really put us under the gun. They were on the front foot. They were dictating a lot of what the game had to offer. And so, although we got back into it before the end of the half, I think the halftime itself was a good turning point for us. I would to say it was spirited would be the understatement of the year. There just wasn't enough of us, player to player. We weren't given enough to the game, and that's unacceptable, right? In any type of NCAA sport, and certainly in Big 12 openers. And I think they knew it, and so they came out and played a lot more aggressive. We were way more assertive. I thought our backline was way better at dealing with their entry passes. We disrupt that, and it was killing us in the first half. So that was a good thing. And then Story, Raleigh, Lana, Z, their press just went up a notch, and it really rattled. I don't know if it rattled, but it certainly caused turnovers. It broke up their possession game. And then the final piece, I think, for us to take over the game is our possession game started moving. And we got them to back up, and we started passing and connecting, and Macy was dangerous, and Sam at the crossbar, and Peyton had a shot that Azul made a great save on. So there were just moments, and then once those moments started turning our way, you could feel the confidence building in our team. It felt like we were going to score. Would have preferred it to be in the run of play, but actually, we don't care. And Sam made a great slashing run, and Z had the ability with like 7 people, around the box to pick her head up and pick out Sam, and her first touch took her into the 18, and when they fouled her, we knew we had 1 of 4 people we could pick for the PK. Peyton stepped up and buried it, and it's important. I mean, Big 12 games are not easy. No one's going to give you one. There's no one in this league that's going to give you a game, and especially on the road, and they're undefeated, so it's their first loss, and we were certainly happy to give it to them, but it wasn't without a fight.
You talk all the time about those saves where the other team has their hands up, and then the goalkeeper comes out of nowhere. You mentioned his little save on Peyton Parsons, but I think your goalkeeper had one of those in the 86th minute when she flashed across, the 6-yard box. Take us to that save from Faith.
Good teams are going to get a chance late. Now, you don't want to give them 3 or 4, but they're going to get one because they're pushing so many people forward. And when the ball popped out, I thought, I'm not sure which Baylor player it was, but I thought she was going to take it down. And our team kind of hesitated, and she smacked it, volleyed it right out of the air. And Faith saw it the whole way. I mean, you talk about vision. She saw it the whole way. She's super explosive, pushed it wide. And that was the moment, right? That was the moment for Faith to save the game for us, and she can do that. And so I think that's also dispiriting to the other team when it looks like, we're going to equalize, and the other team's goalkeeper comes up like that. So we're thankful for Faith.
Y'all went down to Fort Worth last year, over to Fort Worth, and didn't walk away with 3 points in the opener. You do it this year, on the road at Baylor, a much improved team. How important is it to start 1-0 in Big 12 play?
Yeah, I mean, points are going to be hard to come by. Look at who else better this year. For sure, Baylor's way better. Kansas is piling on top of what they did in the tournament last year. Arizona State just beat BYU. I mean, teams are better. Houston, way better. So I think when you look at it, it's not an easy league, and points are going to be hard to come by. And so we're really thrilled that we took 3 from Waco tonight.
Y'all go on the road. How important, obviously tonight, how important is it to have the next couple days off before Thursday match and not have to play?
Yeah, I mean, I think
Monday,
we're kind of over the one-game weekends, to be honest. I think we're ready to get back at the doubles. Our fitness is really good, and our depth needs to be flexed. And in those double weekends, you get to go deeper into that bench, and more players that are dying to get out there will get to get out there because you need them. And they're ready. I mean, they're ready. G's ready. Sophie's ready. Story and Skylar are ready, and Millie's ready to get more minutes. And those are things that are going to happen when you play the double. So we are looking forward to next weekend, although it'll be an adjustment because we have been able to play 3 one-game weeks in a row.
I know you don't really care about numbers and streaks and things like that. How does 6 straight road wins in conference play sound?
A little surprising, but yeah, exciting. Thank you for that. It's important for teams to win on the road if they want to chase, things down the road. And we do, like every team, look at it one game at a time, the old cliche, but the reality of being able to go into places, and they had a great crowd. We had a ton of Red Raiders here. I mean, it was a legit college environment. It was Big 12 at its finest. And to be able to come up with the win showed a lot of mentality. We had to be resilient because we didn't play great in the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So all in all, absolutely, being a good road team is crucial.
Unbeaten in 17 straight September matches. You have 6 straight road wins in Big 12 play. Coach, congratulations on a 1-0 win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Here with the game-winning goal scorer for the second straight match, Peyton Parsons on my right. Goalkeeper Faith Wynn. Faith, actually, Peyton, we'll start with you.
Okay.
The VAR, you get awarded the PK. You step to the spot for the second straight week. Take us through your mindset as you're stepping to the spot.
Yeah, I saw Sam when she went down, and I knew that it was going to be a PK, so coming over to the sideline to get water, I'm just preparing my mind for what's coming next. I knew what I had to do today, and switching it up, I saw the keeper go to the side that I went to last week, and so it was just about putting it in the back of the net on the other side.
Baylor's had one of the better attacks here in the Big 12 as of late. They've got back-to-back Offensive Players of the Week. I believe it was this Craig that hit the shot. Faith, take us through that save in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, we had been defending for a little bit, and we were together, and the communication was just on point, and we had some little shorter clearances than we wanted it to be, and I started pop the ball up for the volley, and I just knew that I had to come up big in that moment to get the win. So yeah.
And she did.
Yeah.
Peyton, I think y'all had 10 shots in the first 15 or 20 minutes of the half. What was the difference in the second half for y'all to be able to have so many key opportunities? Sam hits a crossbar, unreal shot that their girl just made a great save on.
Yeah, I know. We came into halftime and we were talking about how it was coming in the first half of the first half, and we just had to keep that intensity up. This team is so incredibly fit, so everybody coming out playing almost 90 minutes is crazy because we've worked that hard to be that fit, and that's where you get those chances is when the other team gets tired and we just keep on attacking.
Yeah, and I'll attest to that too. This team does an amazing job just making changes at halftime and absolutely committing to them, and I think the amount of energy that we came in the second half was ridiculous, and I don't think they stood a chance the moment we left the locker room.
Pair of senior leaders here, obviously. Faith, we'll start with you. You've won a national championship. How important is it to start 1-0 in conference play, especially with a road win?
Yeah, I mean, Baylor was a great team, and they had amazing points that we wanted to take from them, and Tom said it clear that in the pregame talk that we knew what we needed to do here, and we did it. So just executing the game plan, staying calm to what we know, and execute.
Peyton, anything to add?
Yeah, I was just going to say this starts the Big 12 off to a great start, and so just continuing that into the next games.
Another game-winning goal for Peyton, another clean sheet for Faith. Ladies, congratulations on a 1-0 win.
Woo!